नमस्कार, कर्पोरेट आइकनको यो विशेष संवादमा तपाईलाई हार्दिक स्वागत छ। म चिरञ्जीवी भट्टराई। उद्यमशीलता र समग्र कर्पोरेट क्षेत्रका प्रमुखहरूसँग, सीईओसँग हामीले यस कार्यक्रममा संवाद गर्ने गर्छौं र यस कार्यक्रममा आज हामीले नेपालको बीमा क्षेत्र र बीमा क्षेत्रको अवस्था कस्तो छ भन्ने विषयमा सम्बन्धित रहेर आज हामीले लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स कर्पोरेसन नेपालका कार्यकारी प्रमुख अभिजित घोष दस्तीदारसँग संवाद गर्नेछौं र अभिजित घोष दस्तीदार भारतीय नागरिक हुनुहुन्छ र उहाँ भारतीय इन्स्योरेन्सको तर्फबाट नेपालमा लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स कर्पोरेसन नेपालका लागि प्रतिनिधि हुनुहुन्छ। लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स कर्पोरेसन भारतीय इन्स्योरेन्स लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स कर्पोरेसन भारतको लगानीमा नेपालमा सञ्चालन छ र संयुक्त लगानी छ, जोइन्ट कम्पनी हो यो। र यसका कार्यकारी प्रमुख अभिजित घोष दस्तीदार हामीसँग हुनुहुन्छ। उहाँलाई स्वागत गरौं। वेलकम टु द शो।
Thank you. Namaskar, and thank you very much for inviting me here. It's a great pleasure, and in this cold morning, a warm thanks to you, Mr. Chiranjeevi, for inviting me here.
Can you explain me about current status of life insurance in Nepal?
Well, we are passing through a very interesting phase in Nepal. This is a moment of inflection. It is a time when the whole Nepali insurance market is passing through a phase when new companies are joining and the void, the vacancy that was there in the market is completely full, and now we are all very eagerly, anxiously waiting to see how the new dawn breaks into this beautiful country.
तपाई LIC नेपाल को चेयरमैन हुनुहुन्छ,
Chief Executive
हुनुहुन्छ. How many years have you worked in the insurance sector?
26 years. I am in insurance. I am in LIC for 26 years.
In Nepal or?
हैन, नेपालमा 2 साल पूरा भयो अहिले.
त्यो भन्दा पहिला भारतमै काम गर्नुहुन्थ्यो?
भारतमा, बहरीनमा, दुबईमा. LIC is working in many countries in the world. So I have worked in many countries other than.
कति कन्ट्रीमा छ LIC को शाखाहरु, यसको विस्तार जुन यो मल्टिनेशनल कम्पनी हो लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स?
हजुर, यो दुनियामा जस्तो नेपाल, बंगलादेश, श्रीलंका, मॉरिशस, फिजी, दुबई, ओमान, कुवैत, कतार, केनिया. So many places, Singapore, London. So it is across the country we are present.
नेपालमा कति वर्ष भयो?
नेपालमा LIC को यो 16th year भयो. 16 वर्ष.
कति % शेयर छ यो भारतको नेपालमा?
हाम्रो कम्पनीमा LIC को 55%, Vishal Group, one of the leading business house of Nepal, they have got 25% and 20% equity amongst public participation. We are having this company.
तपाईको फर्स्ट कम्पनी पनि लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स कर्पोरेसन भारत हो या अरु कुनै?
LIC India only, my first and only job that I have done in LIC only.
नेपालमा 2 वर्ष भयो.
नेपालमा मेरो 2 वर्ष भयो.
अब अलिकति यो बाल्यकाल, चाइल्डहुडको कुरा गरौँ. हैन, तपाईको चाइल्डहुड कसरी बित्यो?
म तपाईको बर्डरमा सिलिगुडीबाट छु, त्यसकारण बचपनदेखि नेपाली पिपल, नेपाली कल्चर, आई एम भेरी मच accustomed with that. So I grew up in the tea gardens called Birpada. Then I went to a place called Dinhata. Then I came to Jalpaiguri, where I did my school and college days. And after that I joined LIC. So for me, being in Nepal, when LIC gave me this opportunity, it was a great thing. I was remembering my childhood days. So the culture, the food, the festivals, even the language, I can understand what try गर्दैछु, but please bear with me. I mean,
थोरै बोल्न सकिन्छ,
बुझ्न सक्छु
नेपाली भाषा. अरु देशहरुमा बस्दाखेरि पनि त्यहाँको भाषा त सिक्नु पर्छ हैन? त्यो हिसाबले नेपाली भाषा पनि सिक्नु पर्छ, सिकिराख्नु पर्छ. अलिकति केही बुझ्न
100% बुझ्न सक्छु.
बोल्न चाहिँ अलिकति
गाह्रो पर्छ
हैन? अनि बर्थ कुन प्लेसमा भयो?
कोलकाता
स्कुलिङ
वेस्ट बेंगल स्कुलिङ वीरपारा टी गार्डनमा अनि दिनहाटामा यो सबै नर्थ बेंगलमा हुन्छ फेरि जलपाईगुडीमा मेरो कलेज एजुकेशन भयो then I joined LIC and I worked in mostly our corporate office in Bombay and then I worked in Calcutta, in Middle Eastern countries, in Delhi. And for anybody who is in insurance sector, like in any insurance company, whatever main departments like operational departments, underwriting, claims handling, and then investment, then IT. I'm basically from IT background, so IT, then HR, marketing. Then LIC has got some other verticals also, so like credit card ventures. So I've worked, and then it was my great opportunity to come to Nepal and be in this challenging time in this country. So,
in the childhood, what was your hobby?
Playing. I mean, it was like I'm from a state in West Bengal called state of West Bengal, and football is our national hobby. Unlike rest of India, where cricket is played in a great way, in our part it's football. So football was my most favorite passion, and like reading books. Even now, I do not live a day without reading something. I strongly believe like human brain is like the moon in the sky. No 2 days the size of the moon is same. Either it is growing or it is waning. So similarly for human brain, unless you read, unless you study, unless you explore new places, then you are actually reducing yourself. So reading, playing, listening to music, these are the favorite things. But I was all along into games and sports. I must tell you that.
स्पोर्ट्स चाहिँ तपाईको इन्ट्रेस्ट हबी भए पनि प्लेयर हुनु भएन हैन इन्स्योरेन्स सेक्टरमा एउटा व्यवस्थापकीय भूमिका तपाईले निभाइराख्नु भएको छ कसले प्रमोट गर्यो यसमा तपाईले इन्स्योरेन्स सेक्टरमा आउनको लागि तपाईलाई कसले प्रमोट गर्यो
See, I always liked the concept of mathematics, and then the concept of economics was also very amazing. Insurance is the only field where I find the details of mathematics are working here. We basically work on, from outside it may not appear to be a very mathematical stream, but it is all on probability and statistics. Like you have a group of say 100,000 people, how many of them are going to die within a particular time? We all know it's in the hand of God. We do not know who is going to die. But if you do a probabilistic analysis over a period of time from a demography, from a particular section of population, you more or less can say out of this group of people how many people can die. So being a student from science, so mathematics was my very strong subject. So I always thought that insurance may be the domain where I will be really able to use that, both the parts, the economic, the development of a nation, giving social service to the people, and at the same time the mathematical background of that. So combining these two gave me the opportunity in insurance. So I joined insurance.
Okay, tell me about your college life.
Like any people in college life, I mean, it was the fun-filled day. It was the best part of the life that we can think of. I was very much involved into students, activities. I was the cultural secretary in my college days. So all these, debate, extempo. So I was very much involved into that. And then all the, as I have told you, I'm basically from a place called, which is in the northern part. So going out and then forest and hills, it's just like Kathmandu, our side of the country, because it's basically extension of the same landmass that we are talking about. So the best part was the college days where I was involved in like all student activities, and then education was there, but it was never on the mainstay. I mean, that's how life always takes.
Master's degree kun university bata garnu bhayo?
No, I didn't do master degree. I'm basically done in physics and then joined LIC. I'm from Insurance Institute of India. I'm an associate member of that. So I did my course in insurance after joining LIC. Insurance Institute of India. There is a separate institute. They give this associateship. So I completed that part.
भनेपछि तपाईको मास्टर्स डिग्री नभएर एउटा अर्को टेक्निकल कोर्स
टेक्निकल क्वालिफिकेसन यस
इन्स्योरेन्स सम्बन्धी कति वर्ष भयो त्यो कम्प्लिट गर्न
I did it after joining, so maybe like 20 years back. And then working in all these departments of LIC, so this is a holistic view that I have got.
अनि अब अलिकति फरक कुरा गरौँ हैन नेपालमा जुन इन्स्योरेन्स कम्पनी छन् धेरै इन्स्योरेन्स कम्पनीहरु छन् यो लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स कर्पोरेसन LIC नेपाल कहाँनेर छ
We are on growth trajectory. We are growing year on year basis. So like if you take on any parameter that you can think of, this company started in English calendar year 2001. And now we are at the end of English calendar year 2017. We started with a capital base of 25 crores. As per last year's valuation, this year's valuation is under process. So as per the last year's valuation, we have reached around 133, 134 crore capital. The business, if you take, we are number one in so far as number of sale is concerned in the ordinary policies, and we have got up to last year we had got around 34 branches. This has come up to 43. So in last 2-3 months we have opened 9-10 branches. We are planning to open many more branches in the coming days. Basically our goal is very simple. The motto tagline of us is spread the message of life insurance.
Spread the message of
life insurance. Yes, that is our motto. It's not the profitability, it is not the top line, bottom line, all these things. For us, the most important thing is that in a socio-economic cultural relationship that India, Nepal has, so it is our duty to propagate the message of life insurance as a social security scheme amongst every segment of the society.
Why life insurance required in any person, every person? Why life insurance do? तिमीहरुले किन life insurance गर्ने?
To start with, I'll just tell you one of the failures that all life insurance companies in Nepal must take the blame for. When we had that Mahabhukam, I understand approximately 10,000 people unfortunately died into that incident. Now when I find out like how many people had life insurance, it's a very small number. It's, I believe, even less than 500. So that means at certain point we failed to get people to understand the reason for life insurance. See, the basic reason for life insurance is that if the breadwinner of the family dies, then the whole family comes into the peril of complete destruction. The kids will stop going to school. The family, the lifestyle that they were living, they will not be able to sustain. And the worst part is that maybe the food on the table will not be there after the breadwinner dies. It is the responsibility of the insurance company to see that these things do not happen. It has got a big impact in the socio-economic structure of the whole country. So a person should have life insurance for 3 simple reasons to me. Number 1, to protect the future of his loved one, his or her loved ones. I mean the spouse, the children, the parents in some cases where they're economically dependent on that person. Number 2, to make a provision for the old age. Sometimes we find that we always, when we talk about insurance, it's like, within 10 years it will be double, within 15 years it will be triple and all. That's fine. Okay, I understand that. But it's not merely that. It's the saving habit of a person. Generally what we do, we earn, we spend, and then whatever is left we save. Actually, Warren Buffett and all these, global giants in finance, they say it should be the other way. You earn, you save, and then you spend. So this inculcate this habit of saving. That is a great thing that is created by life insurance. And third, of course, the return. It gives a risk-free, long-term, handsome return to the investor. So for this reason, a person should go for insurance.
In Nepal, insurance service have not been reached in rural area.
Right.
तपाईहरुले के गर्नु भएको छ रुरल एरियामा इन्स्योरेन्स सर्भिस पुर्याउनको लागि?
Thank you, Chiranjeevi ji. That's a question very close to my heart for asking that question. We are taking three type of activities we are taking. As I have told you, we are opening branches in the remote corners. Jo Vikat Kshetra are there. We are opening branches even those areas. From Ilam to Baitari to Dadeldura to Terathum, we are opening branches where previously we were not present. So the geographic locale of the country, so that we can take the services to those persons who will buy the insurance. Number two, to increase the awareness, we are coming up with socially acceptable and socially valid, relevant advertisement in media. And number three, and even after that, no insurance company can open branches in every small villages. So what we are doing, we are extensively recruiting, training agents in every rural part of the country, and we are empowering them to give on-the-spot services, whatever service a person is required, so that my agents are trained to give those services to the persons. So that is how we are trying to cover these remote areas across the country. Opening branches, media penetration, and recruiting more and more agents in all these areas.
तपाईहरुको पोलिसीहरु कस्तो छ? इन्स्योरेन्स पोलिसी भन्छ नि.
We have got policies for every segment of the society, right from a newborn baby to an old person. And I have got something to share with you, which is which I have not shared with anybody till now. Very recently, I am thankful to respected Bima Samiti to give us the approval of a pension product. First time in Nepal, we are happy to announce that we are coming up with a pension product. We have got the permission, and now the IT infrastructure is being created. So from a very younger age, young children, specially product for women. Then we have got some product called a whole life policy, so that generally insurance companies are giving policies only up to a certain age. But if you ask me, the chance of death increases with age. Somebody at the age of 80 would require insurance more than somebody at the age of 30. So we have got products for the whole life of a person, and now to complete this bouquet, now we have got pension product also into it.
जस्तो कि तपाईहरुकै कम्पनी हेर्ने हो भने इन्डियामा लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स कम्पनी इज वान अफ द फर्स्ट इन्स्योरेन्स कम्पनी, लिडिङ कम्पनी. या नेपालमा चाहिँ त्यो हुन सकेन नि त. फेरि अहिलेसम्म त्यो स्थिति हेर्दाखेरि लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स कर्पोरेसनको स्थिति फेरि कहाँ छ? म एकपटक फेरि सोध्दैछु.
We are number one in covering people. We are number two in premium amount that we earn. As I told you, Chiranjeevi ji, it depends on the angle on which you look. Our priority, of course, we want to get big premium and all. But if you ask me what is my primary goal is to spread the message of, that is the mandate. I mean, in last 15-16 years, LIC has never taken a paisa out of this country. It is always invested here only. Our mandate given by LIC of India is not to earn profit and take it out. We do not do that. 100% of the profit, 100% of the investment are made in this country only. The mandate that our respected chairman of LIC has given us is to spread the message. So for me, it is more important than being number one, is to spread the social security amongst the poorest of the poor of this country, in the remotest of the remote part of this country. So the priority itself changes, sir. So for me, I'm very happy being number one in reaching out to the people. Of course, we would like to be number one in the top line, bottom line part also. I mean, that is, I'm not disowning that. I mean, that's a great thing to do. I've got greatest respect for those things. But for me, I'm not being judgmental. For me, my priority is to reach out to across the country.
अब जस्तो कि इन्स्योरेन्स कम्पनीलाई काम गर्नको लागि बीमा समिति रेगुलेटरी बडी बीमा समितिले रेगुलेसन गरिरहेछ त्यसका नीति नियम रुल्स एन्ड रेगुलेसन आर नट प्रपर हैन भनिन्छ इन्स्योरेन्स कम्पनीहरुलाई काम गर्न अप्ठ्यारो छ केही
I do not know. For us, it is absolutely okay. To be very honest, I strongly believe in a strong regulator. You know, Chiranjeeviji, insurance is a long-term contract. People take insurance policy for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. It is the duty, it is the obligation of the regulator to see that the company survives for 15 years, 20 years. What we are selling? We are not selling any product. We are selling a promise, just a promise. What is the promise? If the person dies, his spouse will get the money. If the person survives 15 years, he will get the maturity amount. On that promise, he is paying money for all these 15, 20 years. Now, it is the duty of the regulator to make sure that the company are working in a financial prudent manner. Otherwise, after 15 years, nobody has seen how the organization is going to be. Yes, it is true, it sometimes become a little challenging if there is a strong regulator. But Chiranjeeviji, if you ask me, that's a very good thing to happen. They are strong to take care of the interest of the public who is sitting on the street without knowing all these, I say mortality, investment, and then reserves, funds, life fund. What does he know? He does not know anything about it. There should be somebody to take care interest of the most important part in this place. It is the most important part is not insurance company. The most important part is not agent. The most important part is nobody other than the person who is paying money, that is the client, the customer. Who will take care of the interest of the customer? It is the regulator who is to do that. So if they are strong, I am very happy with that.
Okay. What type of life insurance schemes are like in Nepalese people?
Yeah, in my limited experience of 2 years, what I have seen is that here people sometimes, from insurance and savings, they are basically mixing it up here. So people like here to, combine this thing. It's like we go to Bhatbhateni. Why do we go there? Because under a single shop, you get all sorts of products. I mean, you get vegetables, you get grocery, you get clothes, everything. So like that, nowadays it's the insurance company are providing a holistic financial solution. So I can talk about my company, of course. Our products are designed in such a way that all requirement, the financial requirement of a customer is taken care of by my policies. So you can get liquidity, you can get loan. If you feel like, though we do not suggest, if there is some urgency, you can even surrender the policy and you can take that. You get one of the highest bonus rate that is available in Nepal, and then you have got a coverage for smallest duration of time for 1 year to your whole life, rest of your life. Now we have got pension. So people basically want to have all sorts of financial requirements sorted out in a single place, so that they don't have to go around from place to place to place for all their needs. And I'm really happy to tell you that, LIC Nepal is one such company which is providing holistic coverage, holistic requirement of all the need of that a person can have.
तर LIC नेपालमा LIC इन्डियाबाट स्किमहरु आउँछ र त्यही स्किमहरु यहाँ लन्च गरिन्छ भनिन्छ नि.
No, that is not correct. That is not correct. Actually, what is happening here is that, see, as I have told you earlier, the basic of insurance is mortality, mathematics. How many persons are going to die out of maybe 100,000 people within a year, within 2 years, within 3 years. Now, the ethnic, the cultural, the lifestyle wise, these two countries are having almost similar type of mortality rate. person in India, the probability of death of that person and the probability of a person expiring in Nepal are almost the same. I mean, there is not much difference into those things. So that is why the product structure will also be more or less the same. It has to be. There is no other way. Mathematically, it is like that.
नेपाल में अहिले 9वटा इन्स्योरेन्स बीमा लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स कम्पनीहरु थियो 10वटा थपियो कम्पिटिसन अब त हाई भयो नि हैन यस च्यालेन्जेसहरु के छन्
Oh, it's a customer is the king. So now Nepali citizen are having a great time to have a competition, and we strongly believe this competition throws out the best of the lot. So there is a huge market. I do not see competition one eating into the other, because just the other day I was just going through some statistics. It is less than 12% of the population have got insurance coverage now. So 88% of the population is not having insurance. So 9 companies could cover only 12%, right? So if 10 new companies come, it is only good that the insurance coverage across the country will increase. Now the insurance companies will be forced to go to a remote place to open their branches. They will be forced to give services at the doorstep of the customers. They will be forced to give higher return, the bonus rates to the customer, because at the end of the day, the customer will see which company is better. I mean, I can always say that my company is good, but that is immaterial. That does not make any sense. It is the customer who will take the decision, and I am sure that, at the end of this term, after a few years, things will settle down, and like in any competition, they say, any football tournament, we say, let the best team win. So that's a great thing to happen in Nepali market time. It's a very exciting time that we are passing through.
तर तपाईले भने जस्तो त छैन नि त इन्स्योरेन्स कम्पनीहरु फोकस इन काठमाडौँ नाउ हैन त्यो कारणले गर्दाखेरि रुरल एरियामा गएर काम गर्न सक्ने अवस्था त अहिले देखिदैन.
It is not like choice. That's what you are absolutely correct. Till now, it was a choice. By sitting in Kathmandu, I could get my business. Now from 9, if it goes to like 19, insurance companies it will not be by choice. They will have to go out by force. Otherwise, Kathmandu market will be saturated in no time. Then the companies, where would they get their business from? They will have to go out and get their business. So it will spread across the country, and that's a very good thing that to happen to this country.
अहिले लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स कर्पोरेसन को वित्तीय अवस्था छ नि फर्स्ट क्वार्टर कम्प्लिट पनि भइसक्यो हैन यसको वित्तीय अवस्था के छ?
We are having a very solid financial status here, and I'm happy to tell you that we are one of the companies which are having the highest what is called solvency ratio. Solvency ratio is a ratio through which the insurance company measure their asset and liability. As per last valuation, we are having it 381. So that means for 100 rupees of liability, we are having an asset of 381 rupees. So like 3.81 times the liability is my asset. That's a great thing to happen. We have our total investment is in Nepal is approximately 3,200 crore. My total asset that we manage, AUM, asset under my management, and the company is showing a steady growth year on year basis on every financial parameter that you can think of. So the top line as well as the bottom line of the company are on solid ground.
What are the good aspects of LIC Nepal? Why people choose LIC Nepal? Once again.
Yeah. Why LIC Nepal should be chosen has got a one simple reason. The simple reason is LIC is the global number 1 in claim settlement ratio. An insurance policy is taken basically to cover risk. We may ask questions at the time of taking up the policy, but we will not ask question at the time of giving up the claim. So what we are basically doing here is that at the time of taking the policy, we get the person checked. But out of 100 claims that we get, 99.75 globally claims are settled in favor of the claimant. So that is the number 1 reason if you ask me. The number 2 reason of course will be, in Nepal parlance, we are amongst the highest bonus giver on this country. So bonus is basically, what in bank you say interest, for us it is bonus. The highest bonus return amongst the top, I am there. Number 3 will be the product versatility. We are having products which are awarded globally by like Golden Peacock Award, and it's a globally acclaimed products we are having here. So diversity of the product, the claim servicing history, and the return that we give on our customers. And the next thing, of course, the IT backbone that we are having, like now customers can have their policy status. They don't have to go to any branch. We have got a customer portal. They can simply log in and see how the policy is there. Like smartphone has really made a paradigm change in the market. So we are a IT enabled company. So, and last but not the least, it is one of the most transparent way of running, way this company is being run. So that is why it is the best to have your investment in a company which has got a credence of 16 years in Nepal and more than 70 years across the world, and being accepted by around 34 crore. Across the world, LIC's total customer is approximately 34 crore. So I believe that this type of foundation can only have been created if we have been honest to our customers. So we are an honest insurance company. So that is why people should take it from us. That is.
अब अलिकति इन्डियाको कुरा गरौँ.
Please, sir.
इन्डियामा इन्स्योरेन्स कल्चर कस्तो छ?
Same as Nepal. It is not very much different from that. But of course, there LIC being a 70 years company, so we are getting lot of advantage of being early there, and people have got the trust on the brand LIC. So even after for like last 20 years, we are having competition from many other insurance companies, but there is no comparison. Like almost 75 to 80% of the market share is dominated by LIC. People take policies. They are also basically for the 3 reasons that I have told you. So for those reasons, the servicing, claim settlement, and higher return. LIC, being a customer-centric organization, our basic goal has always been to look at the customer than look at any other things. So we are very proud to say that in India, there is no comparison. The first boy is scoring like 80% of the market share, and the second boy less than 10%. Somewhere all other around 20 companies are there also. So LIC is 75 to 80, and rest all companies combined together is like 20-22%
in India.
In India.
अब नेपालमा तपाईहरुले शाखा कार्यालयहरु खोल्ने विस्तार गर्ने भनिसक्नु भएको छ. निकट भविष्यमा त्यस्तो केही छ?
Yeah. We are opening right now, as I have told you, in this year we have already opened 9 branches. These branches are like from Ilam, Damak, Itahari. I'm coming from that side. Then Banepa, then within Kathmandu Valley 2, then Nuwakot, then Baitari, and we are opening quite a few new branches in the coming days. It is under process, so it will not be right for me to take the names, but during this financial year we will be opening many more branches across the country.
अब जस्तो तपाईहरुले ब्रान्च ओपन गर्दै गर्दा रुरल एरियामा जान्छु भन्दै गर्दा इन्स्योरेन्स एजुकेसनलाई चाहिँ त्यति प्रायोरिटी दिएको पाइदैन नि?
Yes, that is absolutely true. Now we had 9 insurance companies and 10 new companies have joined the fray. In Nepal, it is observed, my personal opinion is that for young students who may be watching your program, for them to go for insurance related education will be a great career chance for them to open. We recruit basically from business schools who are a generalized MBAs and all. But there are certain insurance specific education. If students do insurance specific education in Nepal, there is a huge chance. Taking that consideration in view, in recent past, Bima Samiti had called a meeting of all the CEOs of insurance companies, where our respected chairman of Bima Samiti, Mr. Chiranjeevi Chapagai, he was very categorical in his opinion that the time has come to Nepal to have its own insurance academy sort of a concept. We'll start with, so he has directed all of us to come up with a course framework which will be industry friendly, more like what industry wants. This sort of some course framework, we are working on it. Insurance companies are working on it. So very shortly, I'm sure, under the auspices, under the guidance of Bima Samiti, you will see some sort of a insurance education backbone that is coming up in Nepal.
तर कम्पनी आफैले पनि त गर्न सक्छ नि त, एक्लै पनि, हैन? जस्तो लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स कम्पनीले पनि एक्लै पनि त्यसका मार्केटिङहरु, त्यसका एजुकेसनहरु त लिएर जान सक्छ नि त, हैन?
True. And I can tell you about my company. We are doing that. In fact, right now we have got a permission from LIC Nepal board to train people, and we are training, we are spending a good amount of money in training and developing our resources. So we have tied up with, as I have told you, Insurance Institute of India. So we are in touch with them. Some students we are sending there, some trainees, we will bring some specialist faculties from there to train here itself. We are working on that field, and in our limited scope, as a company, we cannot, open a course as such. This has to be done by some university, or government help is required for that. But from our limited scope, we are working in that direction.
Oh, finally, हामी अन्त्यमा पनि छौं. लास्टमा एउटा क्वेशन सोध्नै मन लागेको, तपाई लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स कर्पोरेसनको कार्यकारी अधिकृत भइरहँदाखेरि एउटा सक्सेसफुल व्यक्ति बन्नको लागि कुनै पनि एकजना स्टुडेन्ट होला अथवा हाम्रो प्रोग्राम हेरेर बस्ने व्यक्तिहरु हुनु होला, उहाँहरुलाई चाहिँ तपाईले कस्तो सुझाव दिन चाहनुहुन्छ? Successful person, successful CEOs.
See, I come from a very rural tea garden background. I come from a very poor family. From that setup, I have reached here. So there are only few things that I have learnt in my course of my life. Number one, you must have a dream. Nothing can beat you unless you allow others to beat you. Nobody can. You have got a champion inside you. So you must have that confidence and courage and guts within yourself that, I can be the winner. Number two is perseverance. Nowadays what I see, young people, they do not, want to stick with something for very long. For 26 years I am with LIC. If you take off any global CEOs, you will find most of them had been in that company from the childhood days. You'll have to, you cannot be like a butterfly flying from flower to flower and collecting honey. In that way, you end up, being like a floating thing. But that perseverance to stick to something and giving your, all that is required. And third and last will be hard work. There is no substitute for hard work. So like dream, perseverance and hard work, these are the three things that distinguishes a successful person. To me, that is the understanding.
Thank you for your valuable time.
Chiranjeevi, it was a nice pleasure to talk to you, to interact with you, and thank you for giving me this opportunity.
दर्शकवृन्द, हामीसँग हुनुहुन्थ्यो लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स कर्पोरेसन नेपालका कार्यकारी निर्देशक अभिजित घोष दस्तीदार, र उहाँसँग हामीले नेपालमा इन्स्योरेन्स कम्पनीको अवस्था कस्तो छ र इन्स्योरेन्स कम्पनीले कसरी काम गरिरहेको छ भन्ने विषयमा संवाद गर्यौं। र आजका लागि कर्पोरेट आइकनको यो संवाद यति नै। अर्को श्रृंखलामा हामी फेरि भेट हुने नै छौं। खबर भित्रको खबरका लागि हेर्दै रहनु होला एभ न्यूज खबर। नमस्कार।